Hey my loves, I am back with a new video and today I am going to be making some chili beans. Last night I picked the beans and I soaked them with baking soda so they won't, you know how it goes. The more you eat, the more you port. Anyway, I'm going to rinse them and rinse them off and clean them up and put them in a big pot and start them off, and I will show you how to do that and what I put in my pot to cook the beans. And then I'll be back with that. Okay, my love, so I rinsed the beans. So I have my pot, and I'm going to put them in the pot, okay? And then we're going to put some water in it. Depending on how many beans you have. I don't have that many. So I'm going to set them in the pot. Set the pot in the sink and just fill them up. Because I like my beans, to have a little chew to them. Not really, but, just good enough. You'll see when I cook them and get them all when they're done before I put the sauce in there. So, okay. So this is about as much water as I'm going to put in there. Hope you can see that. Okay. So then what I put in my beans are a little salt, not a lot, just a little. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. That's it. A little onion powder. Put a little onion powder in there. You can put as much as you want because it's not salty. Put a little garlic. Put powder. Put in any amount that you want because it's not salty. And then I put in couple of bay leaves. One, depending on the size of them. Probably put like 2, maybe 3 if they're small. And then just put them on the stove, put the top on them and let them cook. And stir them periodically so they won't, burn and stick to the bottom and all that good stuff. So I will be back in a minute, my loves. Okay, my loves, so I'm back. And I am about to start the chili part of the chili beans. So I got 2 things of ground turkey. So I'm going to turn on the stove and start cooking that up. Cooking it up, cooking it up. Cooking it up. Brown it up. Go season it up with little pepper, a little seasoned salt, just a little bit, and here, I'm gonna wash my hands. Gotta keep your hands clean, people. Gotta keep your hands clean. Okay. Alright. Hands clean. Now we're going to put some pepper. I'm going to cut up some onions as well to put in here, but they're not here yet. I'm doing an Instacart. Because, right now I just don't feel like going to the store with all these people and their germs out here in these streets. Okay, and we're going to put a little onion powder. I'm going to put a lot because I like it. Like I said, it's not salty. Matter of fact, we might as well just go and finish this right on up. There we go. And garlic powder. Enough of that in there. And then we're going to put some Lowry seasoning salt in there. We're not going to put a lot of that because it's salty. There we go. I'm going to get a fork. And we're going to cook this meat right on up. And like I said, when my onions get here, I'm going to cut up some onions and add it to the mix. And then I will show you that. And then we can just continue. The beans are still cooking over here. I don't know if you can see it, but the beans are still cooking over here. They're doing really good. So yeah. So I'm going to brown this up. And then I'm going to show you what I use next. Well, actually, I'm going to cut up the onions when it gets here and then put that in there. And I'll show you that. So, I'll be back, my loves. Okay, my loves, I'm back. Just got my onion. So, I'm going to cut up some onion and put it in my meat. I'm not going to cut up a lot. Just enough to give it some flavor, some onion flavor. You know me, I rinse off everything, all my vegetables, all my meat. I rinse everything. Okay, so I'm cutting up some onion. Hope you can see that. That's about enough onion. Cut that in half and just chop it up. No rhyme or reason how I'm cutting it up. I'm just chopping it up in little chunks, big chunks, little chunks. It don't matter. Just chop up your onion. If you're a perfectionist, then you know, do what you do. But me, I'm just chopping it up a little bit so I can put it in the meat. Okay, like so, like this. There you go. Yeah. So then we're gonna transfer this to the meat. I'll be back. Okay, my loves, I'm back. So now that the onions are in there and they're cooked down, I'm getting ready to start putting the next layer in here, which is some regular old chili powder. And I'm going to put about, not much. Just kind of cover the meat, right? So then you're going to just stir it around, get it all over the meat. Okay, so then you're gonna come in with your packet of chili. I got original. And I put the whole thing in here because you know you have a whole big pot of beans. So, and then I put a little water in it, in this, to put in there. So it can get all incorporated correctly and evenly. There you go. Yeah, just mix that around until it's all even. Incorporated, all the meat has the seasonings. Right? I'm going to show you what the beans are looking like in a minute. Like I said, they're just cooking down. They're doing their thing. I usually just kind of leave them alone and stir them periodically so they're not getting stuck to the bottom of the pot or anything of that nature. Okay, so now the next thing that I put in here is a chili block, right? I do the beef, of course, and yeah, I just kind of fork that in here, break it up, and fork it with a fork, break it up with a fork, and let it fall in the chili. And then we're gonna stir this all in, make sure it's all incorporated with the meat. Right? And you get it all out. Don't leave none now. Don't leave it. Don't leave none. And yeah, so then we were just gonna mix this up. And then I'm gonna come back and show you what it looks like and tell you what's next to come. Okay, my loves, I'm back and I'm gonna try to show you these beans. It may be a little bit, see how they're looking? It may be a little hard and a little steamy for me to show you, but that's what they're looking like. Okay? They still got time to cook. I'm going to turn them down, the fire down a little bit, and let them simmer on low to medium heat. So now we're going to get back over to the chili. So that's what the chili is looking like. Okay. So now you're going to get your tomatoes, your canned tomato sauce, right? And you're going to pour it in carefully. Pour it in. And you're just going to stir this up and kind of, incorporate it with the meat. And then you're going to let this simmer. Depending on how much tomato sauce you want, I opened up 2 other small little cans just to see if I want more tomato sauce. Right now, it's looking like I might need 1 other can. I don't put any water in it. I don't add water into, with this. My pot is getting kind of getting high, but I'm gonna add another small can. As you see, my can didn't open good. You know what that means, right? It's time for another can opener. So we're going to be careful with this and kind of turn the fire down to low and just kind of let this simmer. We're going to let this simmer until the beans are actually ready, nice and tender. We'll check that a little later. But in the meantime, my loves, this is what we're working with right now. And like I said, we're going to let this simmer. And I shall be back. Okay, my loves, I am back. And what I'm going to do is I am going to try the beans to see if they're tender. They've actually been cooking for a long time. Hold on. See? Just a few little beans. That's all. I'm gonna try them. Let me see. Yep. And they're good too. Oh, they're good by themselves. Okay. So now it's time to transfer this pot into the big pot. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to spoon mine in there because I don't want to be splashed on. I don't want my kitchen to be all splashed out. Ain't nobody got time for that, right? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to spoon mine in slowly and surely. I'm going to turn off the chili part. Turn the fire off. And I'm going to start spooning. And then when I'm done, I'll be back and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, my loves. This is what the pot of beans are looking like. Now I'm just going to let these simmer for about 30 minutes. Or I'm going to let them simmer on low, very low. Until because I'm going to make a pot of rice. And I'm going to make my nephew some cornbread because I don't eat cornbread. But I am going to make him some good old Jiffy cornbread. And yeah, so this is the results of my chili. I hope you guys can see that. You see that yummy, yummy chili beans. Yeah, there they are. Nice, good, yummy chili bean. So yeah, you just kind of let these simmer on low until you finish. Like I said, I'm gonna make some rice, some cornbread for him, cause I eat. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, I usually eat mine with. I usually eat mine with tortillas cheese. So. Yeah, so I'm going to let these simmer, and this is it, my love. So I hope you liked the video. I want you to like, subscribe, share, comment, gives it a good thumbs up. You know, all those things. Please subscribe and share. Let's get me to 500 subscribers, my love, before the end of January. How about that? Let's do that. I would really appreciate it. Until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.